What's up, everybody? Good morning. Good morning. Hope you all are having a good day. Well, wanted to come to you and talk to you about with everything that's going on. Things are getting crazy. I'm sure you all are wondering when this is all going to end. And I wish I had an answer for you, but it doesn't look like it's going to end for some time. I mean, what a morning. What a morning. Ooh. Oh, this is my 300. 6.5 pounds of steel. Oh, good morning. Not sure we even want to talk about this one. It's a day. I'm gonna roll myself up a cigarette. Hope you all are having a good morning. In light of everything else going on, things are getting stupid. Things have been stupid, but they'll get better. I mean, I don't agree with the police brutality either, but like I've been saying, 2 wrongs don't make a right. It doesn't help that the police are inciting a lot of this. All right. All right, mission accomplished, y'all. All right. Now let's talk about the 300 AAC blackout. And the reason why I chose it, and the reason why a lot of people are jumping on the bandwagon with the 7.62x35. It's a very versatile gun. It really comes with everything that you need. The reliability, the impact, and the killing, capability of this weapon is much higher than the standard 223 or 5.56 AR-15 platform. Don't get me wrong, AR-15 platforms are great, especially 5.56 if you just want to go out plinking. I mean, they're super cheap rounds. I mean, not a whole lot of recoil, so it's not hard on the body. Just about anyone in your family can shoot it. I mean, it's just a very versatile gun. when it first came out, you know, a lot of people really didn't really care for it. I mean, and I don't blame them. I mean, they were originally issued the M16 as a self-cleaning weapon. They issued no cleaning kits with them when they first came out, which is crazy. I guess they were saying they were futuristic weapons and that they were self-cleaning and you didn't need to clean them. That's not true. It wasn't until 3/4 of the way through the war they started issuing cleaning kits to GIs to make sure that their weapons were functional. Guys had to come up with makeshift cleaning kits right off the fly in order to get their weapons to operate properly. Yeah, I'm popular this morning. My phone's just going off, guys. Sorry. Hold on real quick. Let's see what notifications I got. Everyday Tactical liked my photo. Oh, cool. But personally, I chose the 300 because it has stopping power plus reliability. You know, and it's just an overall good round. When you see somebody drop a 350-pound bore with a single shot, center mass, that's impressive. You don't get that with the 5.56. Unless you shoot somebody in the head, and even then, you know, it better be clean. Just my personal experience with the 5.56 has not been a good one, as far as, you know, needing it to stop someone in their tracks. 7.62, on the other hand, I've used this 300. Used the 300 blackout downrange before on the M27. I loved it. I mean, it had better effective killing radius than the 5.56. I mean, at 300 meters with the 5.56, yes, you're getting about 2,900 feet per second, but your impact, you know, foot-pounds per square inch is not there. It's maybe 100 pounds per square inch, 200. So it doesn't have much impact as far as on the body is concerned. And that's the difference, is stopping someone in their tracks, hitting someone once center mass, and them dropping to the ground, versus hitting someone center mass once and them just flinching and continuing. There's a difference. I've seen it happen. Bigger dudes taking the 5.56 to the chest, it doesn't really do shit to them. It takes several rounds for you to drop them. I'd rather drop somebody in a single shot, knowing that they're not getting back up. If I hit somebody in the bread basket with a 7.62, they're going to know it. I'm using Remington FMJs, hollow tip. They're pretty good. High performance rounds. Not as good as the 6 hours, but they'll do the job. And for the price, $25 a box. You know, that's the only downside to the 300 blackout, is the ammunition seems to be a bit expensive. Then again, all 7.62 ammo has been about the same. There's really no difference between 7.62, 5.1, and 3.5 as far as price. It's all the same price, it seems like. Well, I'm about to wrap this up, guys. I don't really have a whole lot of viewers to this morning, but I just wanted to come and do a quick video, talk to you about my 300 and why I chose the 300. Enjoying this Kauai coffee, vanilla macadamia nut. I highly recommend it, guys. Highly recommend it. It's very good. It's very settling on the stomach. It's not too harsh like most American coffee. It's not too acidic. Well, y'all stay out of trouble. Please be safe. I do want to say that yes, Black Lives Matter, but all lives matter when it comes to what is going on with the police state that we are currently facing. It needs to be completely revamped. Not that police and the idea of law enforcement is a bad idea. It's a great idea. It has a great premise, but you know what they say: the road to hell is paved with good intentions. So keep that in mind. Not everybody is meant to be in law enforcement. Not everybody is a good cop. But to me, there are no good cops because they chose a career that basically suppresses and attacks mostly the lower middle class people. Um, Typically because this is a business. They operated as such. They operated as a business. I'm sorry, but money and law enforcement should not go hand in hand. But it does. And that's how they get funding, and that's how they get new equipment and things like that, is by overtaxing the people that they're supposed to be protecting. Overtaxation without representation. And they claim that they give us representation by offering us a free public defender, but what you don't know is that public defender is also working for the state's attorney's office. They have to complete so many years in the state's public defender's office before they can go over to the state's attorney's office. A lot of people don't know that. So if you ever get offered a public pretender, or a defender, I should say, public pretender, always turn it down. Always. Because they're never going to work for the best interest of you. They're going to work for the best interest of the state. And most of the time, they're real buddy-buddy with the fucking state prosecutor. It's going to make you feel really uncomfortable. A friend of mine, he got away with murder one time because he said that there was a mistrial. He let the public pretender defend him the entire time. He maintained his ground of innocence. And then when the public pretender tried to get him to settle, he threw her underneath the bus and claimed that it was, a one-sided judgment. That, that there was no non-biasness in the court. That the public pretender's office and the state's attorney's office are one and the same. Know your rights, people. Know your rights. And if you're what's the word I'm looking for? A sovereign citizen, they don't have any right to dictate to you what the Constitution says. Okay? It's your interpretation of the Constitution, not theirs. Because we're all entitled to our interpretation of what we read. And no one can tell you that your interpretation of the Constitution is wrong. They're God-given rights. Alright, guys. I don't need to get all political on you. But you're going to be out there today protesting and doing all that shit. Just do it in the right manner. If you're going to riot in the right manner. I mean, it's okay to riot, but it's not okay to damage, private property. I mean, if it's not yours, don't damage it. Now, if it's law enforcement, all day long, you want to destroy a police vehicle, I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? But when it comes to local businesses, you have to understand it's not just affecting you. It's affecting everyone, including the senior citizens and the disabled people that have to frequent those stores, because that's the only stores they can get to. Just be thoughtful about what you're doing, okay? If you're going to try to make a statement, a harsh statement, make sure it's in an appropriate manner and not affecting more than what it's meant to affect, okay? Your whole purpose is to affect law enforcement, not the community, okay? Don't get the community to turn against you. You want the community to be on your side. So in order to keep the community on your side, okay, you call out those who are trying to hurt the community, all right? But at the same time, you are hurting the police. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. I mean, if you're going to vandalize something, vandalize the police department. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you other than that. I mean, I'm not condoning any type of action, but at the same time, if you're going to do something that is appropriate in the right direction, not towards the community. The community is who you want to be delving support from, not pissing them off. Okay? All you're doing is causing a bigger divide, because people don't see your side once you start damaging shit. okay, that don't need to be damaged, okay? So go after the things that matter. Police cars, the police themselves, where they live, okay? They don't always wear that badge and that uniform. They have to go home at some point, okay? They're not always cops, okay? Just because they don't have the uniform on doesn't mean that you can't still do the same thing, okay? Don't let them rest. Day and night, 24/7. How you do pressure is you find out who these officers are and you attack the social media sites. You make their life a living nightmare, okay? You keep on going after them. You never let them rest. You make their life a living nightmare. I promise you that will do more harm to them than going out and hurting someone or damaging something. Okay? This non-stop, relentless, fucking bombarding of this whole situation, okay? These officers are people too. They have families, they have kids, they have wives, they have mothers, they have fathers. Okay? They have brothers, they have sisters. Okay? Everybody, especially law enforcement, has something that can be applied pressure to. I promise you. And if you do it right, you can apply enough pressure in the right areas where you can force these officers to, one, quit and resign and never be a part of law enforcement if they are decent people. If they give a shit about what their family's opinion is, then they will step away from that career. I mean, unfortunately at this point, you know, it's going to take a lot. And all we're doing right now is dividing. So if we can come together and be united from one front, this will all work out. Alright guys, well I'm going to end this. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Stay out of trouble.